Today's jobs numbers are amazing. We have 263,000 new jobs, which beat estimates for new jobs. Wages are also up, which is amazing news for us, and unemployment fell to historic record lows. Let me explain the good and bad news about this in terms of our economy while I finish up my makeup because I'm very late. Let's start with the good news for us. Lower unemployment means less chances of you getting laid off from your job. Higher wages also means a higher chance of you getting a raise this year. Less unemployment means less chance of layoffs. Higher wages means higher chance of getting a raise. Higher wages can also lead to what's called inflation normalization. If wages are going up while inflation is going up, then we kind of even out in the end. If wages are in fact keeping up with inflation, that means we're probably less likely to be heading for a recession, which is amazing news for the Federal Reserve, which, as you know, has been raising interest rates in an effort to fight inflation and simultaneously keep us from dipping into an active recession. If the Fed is able to constrict the economy just enough to curb consumer spending, thus fighting inflation, while seeing good news in the labor market like the news we got today, rising wages, for example, that could lead to the magic Goldilocks situation of a soft landing, which is when the Fed pushes the economy to the edge just a tiny bit so that they control inflation, again, without pushing us into an actual recession. If you just look at today's jobs report, there's virtually no warning sign of a recession. Temporals are usually the first to go as you're heading into a recession. Those actually grew by 27%. Average weekly hours held steady. Again, people cut back on hours if they're worried about a recession. And people whose jobs were transitioned to part-time because of economic concerns also fell. Now let's talk about who today's news is bad for. Markets. Markets were slammed by the better than expected jobs numbers because they know the Fed is going to read this as a sign that they're doing the right thing and they're going to continue to raise interest rates.